Back with us after over a year, Saagar Shaikh, star of Deli Boys. I'm so excited you're here.
Come on. We're all excited to be here.
Well, last time we chatted with you was right after Deli Boys season 1 was on Hulu. All episodes were out when we first talked with you.
Yeah. So
now
that must have been March or April. Then.
Yeah, I think it was March. Now we're getting to chat with you prior to season 2 dropping.
Yeah.
But congratulations.
Thank you.
How exciting. And we're in the flesh this time too, which is really exciting.
Yeah, last time I was on Zoom from my breakfast table. And yeah, now I happen to be in San Antonio for just a couple more days.
Yeah.
You caught me at a good moment.
Well, I'm glad I did because we're going to get into that in a second too. But I want to start with talking about when you found out there was going to be a season 2 of Deli Boys. Like, where were you? How did you feel? Walk us through that moment when it was like, hey, Saagar, get ready.
It was like, there was like 5 months of us not knowing. And it came to a point where, me, Asif, and Porna, and Abdullah, who's the creator of the show, we got on the phone and we were like, guys, I think it's time that like we accept it's probably not going to happen. And, we had a whole conversation, probably like an hour long. And we were like, it's fine. This was we did a good thing. We left a nice mark, and we did a good thing for our community, and people love the show. And if it doesn't come back, the community will be mad.
Yeah.
But we can be happy with the work that we've done here. And then it was probably like 10 days after that we got the call, that we got picked up for season 2. And because there was such a long gap between season 1 coming out and getting the call of season 2, it was more of a relief than it was excitement. Every job that I've gotten, there has been like this, yes, finally, And when season 2 got picked up, it was a similar reaction, but internally it wasn't excitement, it was relief. Like, okay, I know where my next job is going to be. I know when my next paycheck is coming. I know I have a schedule coming up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a tough industry, man. It's tough, and nothing is promised.
Yeah.
It's not sustainable, really.
Yeah, it really is. But I think that speaks to, there's, you have to decide the points in your life where you're just going to go for it and what that means to you and what it takes. But
yeah,
we're excited that a season 2 is coming. And you say, you felt relief.
I'm excited now.
You felt relief initially, but how do you feel about being the hot one in the cast?
Is that what they say?
Do you know why I say that?
Why?
Because that clip of Jimmy Kimmel.
His real name is Raj, but the internet has been calling him the F-me felon based on this attractive mugshot. Now, this is how the legal system works in America. You're innocent until proven ugly.
So how does it feel to be the hot one in the cast? Like, do you brag to the other cast members?
No. You know what? I'll tell you why. Because ultimately, I'm not the hot cast member. You know who is?
Porna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm the second.
You'll take second, though.
I'll take second,
Not bad.
but that being said.
Poor Asif.
No, not poor Asif.
Third.
No, but he's the funniest one.
That's true. I'd agree with that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, by far.
Yeah.
He's funny, he's smart, he's talented. And he got nominated for Independent Spirit Award. So he's going to be fine.
It's funny the way you describe that between the three of y'all, because I think the way you talk about Porna and Asif is like, you can see that in the show. Like, y'all just seem like more than actual coworkers. You seem like you have this relationship that goes beyond the screen.
We really do.
Yeah.
We FaceTime all the time, the three of us. We have a really good relationship.
Yeah.
We talk all the time.
You wouldn't be afraid to say, yeah, no, Porna's the hot one, and Asif, you're the funny one.
Yeah. I'm not. It's honest. It's true. We all know it. We read all the
Hey,
comments.
you're very handsome though.
I'm okay.
Don't sell yourself short.
No, I'm
and you're
okay.
and you're pretty funny. You're right in the middle.
Yeah,
Good spot to be.
I am a middle child. I was a middle child. I've always been a middle child. It is the role that I never asked for.
Yeah.
But I always get, and I'm good at it.
Yeah, there you,
know?
go. But I threw out Jimmy Kimmel because he has a little spot in season 2.
Yeah.
Who else are we going to see in season 2? We see the main cast coming back, but what other faces do we get to see?
We see Tan France coming back
Nice.
for an episode in season 2. We have Kumail Nanjiani. We have Lily Singh. We have Fred Armisen, of course. He's a new series regular, which is crazy, actually. And we have Andrew Rannells.
Oh, fun.
We have Robin Thede. And Amita Rao is back, who plays my wife Nandika. Who else? I think that is it.
That's a lot of very talented, highly respected actors.
Oh, yeah.
How exciting. But to go back to Jimmy Kimmel, I think he might be like your other best friend. Are y'all best friends?
I mean, we're pretty tight now.
I think so, right?
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. You mentioned Fred Armisen too. Do you remember the first thing you saw of his? Like, was it an SNL sketch? Was it a movie? Like, or do you have like a favorite thing from him?
I mean, yeah, he's Fred Armisen. It was SNL for sure.
Yeah.
And you know, I had him do my voicemail.
You did?
Yeah. He does the, what are you doing here?
The Californians.
Yeah, the Californians. He does that. And I also love him in Broad City. I'm just a baby. I have no money.
Yeah.
I can pay you in blocks. Man, Fred is the best. He's the best. He's the nicest guy, and you can never tell if he's serious or if he's doing a bit. Yeah, he like. I can't say the bit that I love of his the most because it's a spoiler. I don't know if I'm allowed to say. I don't even know if it's announced.
I don't know if you can, like, for legality issues or anything, but like, yes, absolutely, you can here.
No, but
Safe
for
space?
legality issues,
No?
I can't. Yeah.
I tried, guys.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, that'll be Hollywood Hits After Hours.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you some context for this because I don't know how to say it precisely, like succinctly. But from Raya and the Last Dragon, an animated Disney film, it's about like Southeast Asian culture. And there's a scene in the movie where they go into the temple and they take off their shoes before going into the temple. And it's kind of like a little throwaway scene. Like, they don't mention it, they kind of just do it. But I heard an interview with the actress that voices Raya about how impactful that was for her, that there was a part of her culture that was shown on the screen and that didn't have to be explained. She didn't have to explain why we were doing this. It was just my culture being shown. Is there a part of Pakistani culture that's in Deli Boys? It's just like subtly there that you just enjoy seeing on screen.
Yeah, I mean, there is a ton. We can talk about season 1. It's just even like, all right, in season 1, episode 1, when Raj and Mir are on the golf course, and you know Raj is talking, and he says he takes out his joint, his gold joint, and he says, "Work is for our white slaves," and he's about to light it up, but then Baba comes and he like hides it. That's like such a thing.
Yeah.
Like, we do not smoke in front of our parents. Lucky Auntie, like, she can be mean to us, but then also feed us, and that's like a form of love. We also don't wear shoes in the house, and so that is kind of, that line is blurred a little bit in the show because you hardly see our feet when we're inside the apartment.
And there was a lot of blood in the apartment.
A ton of blood, right? A ton of blood. But if you look at like the actual deli, if you look at the details in it, even the ceiling, you know, that whole thing is a set.
Oh, really?
Yeah. in episode 1, we're actually shooting in a deli, like in a convenience store. And then episode 2 through 10 and all of season 2, that's a set that was built. And you walk in and it smells like a convenience store owned by a Pakistani family. There's like some weird, distinct smell. It's not like a weird smell. It's just like it's weird how they got the smell. I know exactly what the smell is, and it's like it's called Ither, and it's like this a non-alcoholic cologne type of thing. And then like the stains on the ceilings. Jesse Haddad, who's our production designer, did like an amazing job doing that. Those are weirdly inherently Pakistani things. What else is there? There was the what's called the janaza when Baba dies in season 1. The way that when they were covering his body, when he was sitting like in the white sheet, that's called the ghusl. That's like a form of basically the male family members of the male person who died. If it's a woman who died, the female family members would be the ones in the room. They have to wash the body like intimately before the burial. And so it's little things like that we were able to do in the show that we didn't even explain. We just like showed it.
Yeah.
And people accepted it.
Yeah.
People don't even talk about it that much, right?
Yeah.
And there's so many more that I can't think of right now. But like, I wanted to do like a podcast, like going through each episode and talking about those little moments, because I think that's important.
Bonus episodes on Hollywood hits. We've got a mic back there. That's really cool to see, to be able to see those things come through on screen though too. But you're obviously a superstar. You're the star of Deli Boys. This is one of your jobs, but recently you've added another job to your resume.
Yeah.
We're sitting with Professor Saagar. What do they call you?
Either I tell them to just call me Saagar, and some of them do, but some of them, most of them still say Professor.
Professor.
Yeah. Good evening, Professor, when they email me. Greetings, Professor.
Are all of your students talk like that and they crouch and everything when they type? Yeah.
That's how I imagine it.
Right? You're a professor at UTSA. That's really exciting. And you may have noticed on our interview here today, Ariel wasn't able to join us, but she wanted to ask you a few questions. So I'm going to show you from Ariel what she's curious about.
Hey, sorry I couldn't be there today, but Denise filled me in and I have a few questions for you. Okay, she let me know that you were teaching at UTSA, which is totally awesome. First question is, what did your students teach you about yourself? And then the second question is, what are your students walking away with learning from you? What'd you teach them?
I'm going to start with the first question first. What did I learn from them? Well, there's a lot that there's a lot of notes that I gave them that internally I'm like, this is a note that I should apply to myself too, right? A lot of advice that I give them, I want to start applying it to myself. Things about like stillness and eye line and the importance of a self-tape and one thing that I've learned about myself while teaching them is I think I've gotten really good at giving direction, and I have wanted to start directing for a long time. And I think this is kind of giving me that push to do it. I'm directing 25 students a day, so like students are harder to direct, in my opinion, than professionals, right? Because they are still figuring out if this is what they want to do or not. So I think this has given me like the motivation to actually lean into directing something, and maybe I'll do something by the end of the year, like a short film. And something that I have, what they will get out of this is they will know how to do a proper self-tape audition. That was the thing that I wanted to teach in this class, is I wanted it to be like a boot camp for for auditions because the industry is not the same as it was before COVID. And when they enter it, they're entering an industry that is this new model of auditioning, right? You have to be not only an actor when you're doing an audition. Before, you would go into a room, there'd be like, 1 to 10 people in the room, and you would do your audition, and you would leave. They may give you a note and tell you to do it again with the adjustment, and then that's it. You leave, right? But you get to build kind of a in-person, tiny little relationship with this casting director or their associate or whatever it is, right? But now, not only do you have to be an actor, but you have to know how to do lighting, you have to know how to work the camera, you have to know how to do audio, you have to know how to edit, and you have to find a reader, someone that's going to read with you. So that's a lot of responsibility, right, for the person that just wants to do the one medium of art to have to learn how to do. So that is really what I tried to instill in them, because the job, in my opinion, the job is getting the audition, doing the audition. The bonus is when you book it.
Yeah.
And you only get paid when you get to the bonus round. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And auditioning is harder than doing the actual job, especially when you're doing it when you're self-taping, because you don't get to build that relationship with the casting director. You don't even get to say hi to them, right? You don't know if they're watching the tape at all, and if they are, you don't know how long they're watching it for. It feels like you can study this thing for 4 days for no reason.
Yeah.
But the reason is practice.
Yeah.
The reason is you get a rep in.
Yeah.
Right? And
That's
just because
probably-
you didn't get the audition, that doesn't mean you failed.
Yeah.
Because you only fail when you quit.
And I feel like those are all hard things for young people to learn. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because at 20, I mean, like, it's easy to get, like, discouraged
Yeah.
and feel like, man, it's not working out. I'm still young. I have time to pivot and do something else. But the thing about acting is if you're not a working actor, you don't have to quit your day job. You can do, especially when there's self-tapes, right? Like, you can work 40 hours a week and still, if you're passionate enough, if you really do care, if you really do want to do this, you will make time for
Yeah.
it. Don't go out on a Friday night. Work on your audition, right? But people just want to have fun. And you should have fun doing this, and you shouldn't do it for fun. Right? Those are two different
That sounded
things.
like a Professor Saagar thing.
I do.
Like,
I tell them that.
yeah.
Like, don't do this for fun, but have fun doing it.
Yeah.
And if you're not having fun doing it, then you should quit.
Interesting. What were you doing at 20? Were you pursuing acting?
No, they are already way ahead of me than I was when I was 20. I started when I was 23.
Okay.
And I moved to LA 2 years later. And then I booked my first job 8 years later.
Yeah.
Right? I booked a lot of commercials along the way. I did a lot of non-paid work in those 10 years. But I never once booked a co-star or a guest star, which is like how the ladder kind of is, the trajectory is. My first job on a TV show was a series regular, which like is so rare. But I also didn't work for 10 years in the meantime, right?
Yeah.
I started when I was 23. They are all 20. But when I was 23, I locked in so immediately. Like immediately.
Yeah.
Because you don't do this, you do this for yourself. Every class that you take, every lesson you learn, you learn a lot of information, and the way I operate is like I throw away everything that I believe does not apply to me, and then I hang on to the stuff that I could use, right? Which I think is an important thing to do because there's a lot of noise out there, right? And it's easy to get like lost in the noise, but a lot of these students, some of them are amazing, incredible, right? And some of them just do themselves a really big disservice. They either not great at taking direction, or they are on their phones when somebody else is performing, when like you could be learning from that person. You should be examining every single person performing. You should be watching TV and movies differently, right?
Yeah. How do you watch movies and TV?
I examine a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
What are you watching right now?
What am I watching right now? I just finished The Pit.
So good.
So good. So good. I also just finished Shrinking and the new season of Scrubs and the new season of Malcolm in the Middle, which is really cool that they did those 2 reboots. What else?
Any movies?
I just watched The Drama. And
Zendaya.
yeah, I watched Michael. I watched Mario. Yeah, some pretty good stuff out there right now, you know?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Including Deli Boys Season 2. Okay, you said you can't give us any spoilers. What can you give us about Season 2?
What I
Do you
can
have
say,
like a word or like a mantra that y'all had on set or anything? Like what is define Season 2 for us?
chaos.
Ooh, we love it.
They, like business is good, but it's too good, and they it's all cash, right? So now they have too much cash, and they can't spend it because now we live in a cashless world, and they have way too much of it, so they got to launder their money. That's really what this season is about.
Okay.
I don't know if I can. I'll say Fred's character is a casino owner.
Oh, cue Fred. Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so that's all I'll say about that.
Okay.
Take from that what you will.
Okay. We'll just have to watch the rest.
Yeah.
See what happens. Watch it unfold.
Yeah, I mean, it's a quick watch.
Yeah.
It's I don't know if this is announced either, but I'm gonna say it. I don't know if it's announced, but it's 6 episodes this season.
Okay.
And
Last season was 8?
10.
10.
Yeah. And so it goes by really fast. We had to pack a lot into 6 episodes, and yeah, I think it works. Like it's hard to do in 6 episodes. I really wish we had 10, but there's a lot of stuff that we can't control.
Yeah.
That's just how it seems the industry is going, which sucks because it makes it harder for everybody to get a full story out in 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Might as well be a movie at that point, right? But I think we did good.
Yeah.
I think we did well. Yeah.
Well, we're excited to watch it, and we're going to be waiting for Season 3 when I drag Saagar back out here. But we appreciate you stopping by. And thank you
happy
for
to be
chatting
here.
with us.
I'm happy to be here.
Saagar Shaikh, star of Deli Boys.
Janice, we went to high school together.
Oh yeah,
guy.
we did. Marshall.
Yeah. We went.
Rams.
So what? I went to Marshall my sophomore year. I was at Clark before that.
Clark.
And we graduated. I won't say how many years ago.
It was 20.
It was
It was
20.
over 20 at this
20.
point.
Yeah, 20.
Shut up, Mason.
I got saying, don't look.